And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. And in a half season long on frustration and short on character, the Rangers summoned the latter at just the right moment. And the long and short of it is one of the most stirring wins for the Rangers all season. 3-2 in overtime, Rangers over the New Jersey Devils. Inside our Delta MSG studios from the Garden alongside Steve Valiquette, I'm John Giannone. Sometimes overtime can be tedious with teams lugging the puck back out, making changes. Not much happens. This one was thrilling, and the Rangers scored on their third grade A chance.
Yeah, look, I think the Rangers should be most proud of their defensive effort in this game. To get to overtime, it was really on the heels of being able to contend every shot. Look, 2 weeks ago, I thought the Rangers' defense were afraid of the puck. Tonight, they were on top of everything. They had 20 blocks in this game, but it looked more like 40 to me. And on top of that, I thought they were sharp at the beginning of each period. The face-offs were sharp. I think they were about 67% in the dot. All areas of their game made them hard to play against, the way that they looked last year. So to go into overtime and then push it, I'm not surprised to see the outcome. And this could be the game that does turn it all around, because everybody was bought in for 60-plus minutes.
And no surprise, Sam Carrick scored the goal in overtime.
It was nice. You know, Brian was just here. He said, yeah, you had guys out there that were going to defend, because defending first was the recipe to this win. It was holding your own and then being able to counterpunch. And that's what the team did the entire night. Look, you get into overtime and the Stars take over. Panarin gets himself through 3 Devils. He gets robbed. Zibanejad uses his speed to go wide. He gets beat here by Markstrom's pad. But those opportunities, they carry some momentum. And then the Rangers again counter with strong defensive play. And Carrick stops it at the blue line and then receives the pass. So when you look at the stop and the skate, I think these guys, they're on the same page, John. But it was defense to offense all night. That was the story of the game. And the outcome, thank goodness, is favorable for the Rangers, because it would hurt twice as hard not leaving with 2 points in this game. This is something you can build on now. You can take this into Vegas and you can have a little bit of oxygen in the room. Everybody can take a deep breath and just know that you played hockey the right way and you got the result that you needed.
Yeah, Rangers now 19-20-2, 40 points. They'll end the night still 4 points out of a postseason spot. That second wild card, the Columbus Blue Jackets did win tonight. Adam Fox, a star at both ends of the ice. He had 2 points, a goal and an assist, played great in his own end. Here he is after the game. Michelle Gingras working the Rangers dressing room.
So what'd you think of your fight tonight, the effort you guys showed for the entire game and into overtime?
Yeah, that was great. You know, I think especially that third period, the second, you know, they got some zone time, some opportunities, but you know, after that third period was great. Some big plays when we needed them, whether it be a block shot, a save, or a lot of chances. And then, you know, yeah, like you said, the battle was there all game, and good to come away with the second point.
How critical were special teams for you tonight? Not just the power play, but also strong on the penalty kill.
Huge. I mean, you see a lot of these, you know, 1 goal, 2 goal games, and sometimes it's special teams that makes that difference. And yeah, I think it's you know, been a strong point of our team for years, and it's helped us get a lot of wins. And you know, I think when you're able to, you know, score a couple and, you know, kill off all of them, it's you know, going to help you win games.
What was the confidence level like on the bench going into overtime, and just the approach that you guys wanted to take to make sure you got this one?
Yeah, I think high. I think you know, we've stayed you know, pretty confident in this room and you know, the way we can play. And yeah, I think, you know, going into that third, I think we were confident, and then especially going into overtime. So yeah, like I said, it was good to get the 2 points.
Just to take a win like this on the road, what does that mean for you guys confidence-wise?
Yeah, it's you know, a big road trip coming up, some good teams, and you know, played some good hockey recently, and like you said, carrying that momentum and just building on it's big for us.
Thoughts from Adam Fox, and he talked about what this win can do, propelling the Rangers forward as they head now to Vegas. And, you know, you talk about quality wins for the Rangers this year, real quality. They're few and far between. Yeah. You could say in Dallas for sure. You could say home to Boston recently, even though Jonathan Quick stole that game. Maybe you have to go back to the Toronto game in Canada early in the year to get a win that might be as impactful emotionally as this.
Yes, I would. And I agree with you. I think that was the first Saturday of the season in Toronto. And then there's been a long lull. And the game in Dallas wasn't really their best game. This was their best all-round game. And I think that defensively, this is what this team needed more than anything. A little more belief in defending first, because that's how you're going to get through now. The schedule right now for the Rangers is the 7th hardest in the NHL. They've actually gone through their easy part of their schedule. So it's not going to get easier. They're going to have to play defense first, and it's going to look slow sometimes, and they're going to frustrate the fans maybe with dumbing it down and not playing as high event, but it's going to be winning hockey. It's the way they have to play.
Yeah, 21 saves on the night for Igor Shesterkin, who wins in his return after missing 4 games. That's only Igor's 4th win in the last 15 games, but he will absolutely take it. Let's hear from Igor Shesterkin after the game.
Yeah, of course, it's really important for us. When we go to the games, we already we want to win that game, and so, like I said before, we changed our mindset and we play our game right now.
What's it like seeing Sam Carrick, a 4th-line guy, more of a grinding player, get the game-winning goal?
It's a huge goal for us. He always score a lot on me on the practice, so he's a great player.
Good to see him do it on someone else.
Yeah, good to see him.
Did you have a feeling he was going to shoot it or know what he was going to do since maybe you've seen it?
I don't know. It depends like how defensemen play, and he could pass. He could make a pass back, so you never know.
The penalty kill tonight had a limited jersey shots. Just what did you think of kind of their ability to make your life a little easier on the penalty kill?
Yeah, we played really well in the PK tonight, so you guys did a great job, play smart, and so I don't know what to say. But
How did you feel in your first game back?
He is right. I mean, the team played really well in front of him. He only had to face 6 shots in the 3rd period, only 1 in overtime. And, we heard Brian Boyle say it, Sam say it. It might have been one of the better defensive efforts the Rangers have had in a long time.
Best, I would say best for sure. Look, I think that if folks at home understand this about goaltending, more than half of the goalie's job is really just controlling momentum. And the 2nd period goal that he did allow, Jesper Bratt's goal, it wasn't the best goal for him, but he was able to control the momentum that New Jersey was bringing during that push and then really settle it down. In the 3rd period, he was sharp, and you really have to give Igor a lot of credit coming off of an injury to go in and have an impact in a game where, it wasn't like he was called upon so early and so often that he was able to get into an easy rhythm. This was a tough game for him because there were chances, specifically in the 2nd part of the game, where there were a little bit more of those time and space chances that weren't there at all in the 1st period, but it also allowed in the 1st period for him to settle in. In those tight reads, it really does make a difference, and any goalie will sit here and tell you that.
So schematically, was there something you saw in the way the Rangers strategized defensively that looked different than recent?
Well, it just looked like everybody was on the same page and they were going to suffocate. They weren't just going to allow things to unfold. They were very aggressive. And when you're playing on your toes, you can read off your teammate. If Giannone's going in first and he's hustling, he never does that. But I could easily read off of that and then be your support guy. But it's all about really reading off each other. And if everybody's going, it makes it a lot easier. And the hardest thing about playing this game is when one guy stops skating, and specifically on the back check. You just can't, the goalie can't read the play, the D can't stand up. What I like about the Rangers when they're playing their best is you have to go through them twice. And when they play the way they did tonight, they can beat anybody. And they're going to have to play that way from here on out. John, it's going to be a tough run of hockey.
For sure, and especially the next 2 in Vegas, in Colorado, Saturday and Monday on MSG.